My name is Leigh Jones.
I'm Billy Ty.
And I'm Googie Uterhart.
And we're going to be watching some clips from City Springs Anything Goes, specifically the time that I got to go on as Reno Sweeney for her understudy. Here we go.
Yes.
Two Manhattans.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at that. This is fun.
Reno Sweeney.
She's a blonde.
Wow.
Okay, do you remember in the run-through for this? So we had one rehearsal as a put-in, and that was the only full rehearsal I got. And so we started at the top of show, and then we got to this scene. I walked on stage and maybe said like 2 things, and then I went totally blank.
Did you?
Do you remember that?
Wow.
No. But I think I've always, and I think this is probably because I've understudied and swung so much, that I tried as best I can to just go like, this is what we're giving. Where are we in the scene? And then just keep going. So
Yeah.
I try not to be phased by within reason as much as possible, so that, you know, I don't want you to be thinking about what you're doing right or doing wrong. I want us just to be able to play that relationship and keep our way through the show as smoothly as possible.
Yeah.
So I think if that did happen, either I completely just went, or I just went, okay, that's where we're gonna be. Great, let's keep going from there.
So when did you know, Leigh, that you were going to play, you were going to go on for Reno?
Yeah, so they actually told me at the time they offered me that, you know, Reno's going to be out for a couple performances, so here are your performance dates. So I was really lucky to know going in that I would actually be performing, but it was definitely a new experience because I had understudied roles in the past, but I'd never performed them. So that was a new can of worms for me, but it was so much fun.
I always think of it as just such a blessing, because it's like, at that point, you know, I love Mamie, but I think we've been rehearsing together for a month, and you work hard to develop a relationship and build something, and you get your own ideas and your perspective about your own character and the character's relationships. But then the influence of a new person makes you reevaluate all those things, and you can approach that in 2 ways. You can either go, my wall's up and this is who my character is and I'm not changing anything. Or it's an opportunity to really go, what does new energy bring to this person, and how can this relationship maybe shed some new light on who my character is, or what that relationship could be. And then I can take that and bring it right back to the performances with Mamie too. And it's just so much fun to like suddenly feel alive on stage.
Right.
Again, we were like, everything's new and it's fresh and fun. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Look at you dance. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I mean, I'd always heard about, you know, Billy Ty, the triple threat, but it was really nice to be able to actually get to dance with you in this one. Yeah.
You and we could have done even more too.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're absolutely the same there. And it's so fun that a show like this just like, it comes to life when you get the opportunity to dance. As long as you can remember the lyrics.
Exactly.
And honestly, I think to remember lyrics, I mean, if we watched my performance over and over again, and I created specific gestures on specific words.
I noticed that.
To remember the lyrics.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, if you know where you are, and you know I do this link, and I do this here on this certain thing, it just, there's inevitably those moments where you start to go, oh no, I'm going blank, something's happening, and then you just remember the choreography you've given yourself, and the lyric shows up.
Right, exactly. We did a lot of that in ours too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A lot of that.
It's friendship, just the perfect friendship.
When others, ours will still be
something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was every time. I was like, well.
Well, just when I thought we had it, you know, I was like, Leigh, let's got this. This is great. And then I'd screw something up, and I'm like, I'm the one that's supposed to know it by now.
And it was always like just that deer in the headlights look. I could tell when it was happening between you and I. Like one of us, we would just look at each other and go.
And then it usually came.
I'm in a way glad that actors are now taking more responsibility for themselves and taking shows off when they don't feel well to save the whole production. But also as an understudy, it becomes like, I don't know if it depends on the personality. Yeah, it's either exciting or it's nerve-wracking that you're like, I was, not to say that I'm not doing my job, but now I definitely could have to do this thing in a way that, you know, you never really anticipated anybody missing before.
And I think too, like, you can sort of see the chemistry, you know, we've had a chance to work on a couple of shows together. And so this just like luckily fell into place pretty quickly.
Well,
It
someone
felt
point-
really natural
yeah,
for me.
Someone
I don't know
pointed
about-
out that the only time I think so too. I love
Yeah.
working with you. I think we really click.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I was really excited when I found out you were going to do this part. Of course, when you didn't understudy, you played my girlfriend for a very brief amount of time.
Showtime, Toots. I would appreciate it if you would cease addressing me as Toots and henceforth call me by my right name, Mrs. Moonface Martin.
My
That's
wife.
right.
For
Yes.
2 seconds. At the
For
end,
2
that
seconds.
was wonderful.
She's a fickle
Yeah.
lady, but
So-
yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and be sure to catch the next season of City Springs shows.
Thank you so much for your support.
And if you should get an opportunity to see an understudy, go, go, go. Because the
Yes.
show will be alive and it will be more fun than you could possibly imagine.